time is 7 o'clock. Good evening, here's the iPower 102.7 FM News at 7. I am Inioluwa Adekoya. First, the headlines. JAMB instructs candidates not to pay additional charges. Ndume's old speech generates reactions. On the foreign scene, Trump disassociates itself from video. And in sports, Tinubu orders sportsmen's payment. Details of this and more in a moment. Please stay tuned. Glad to have you back, and now the news in detail. Beginning from education matters, the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has said no candidate should pay more than the amount paid at the point of the purchase of registration PIN. This came on the backdrop of complaints by proactive candidates of the 2026 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination that some registration centers are charging additional levy for template forms and registration. This information is contained in a statement posted on the official X handle of the board on Friday. And now to health matters. The Joint Health Sector Union has called off its strike after 84 days. The suspension of strike on Friday at a meeting of its national executive in Abuja. The union, however, warns relevant authorities against victimization of members who complied with the strike action. And now talking electricity, a video of the Senate representing Borno South Senatorial District, Ali Undume, has ignited discussions over the erratic power supply across the many states of the Federation in the last 2 weeks. In a video recorded during plenary session on the floor of the Senate in 2024, Undume described the banding system of power supply discriminatory.
This country belongs to us. This democracy belongs to the people. I'm surprised, and there are two surprises now. One is the sudden hike of the electricity tariff, and which to me is against the Constitution, because our Constitution is supreme. Section 42 says that you cannot discriminate against Nigerians. When I heard about this band A, band 2, band B, band C, it's discrimination. It's discrimination, and it should not be allowed. This is the first time I'm hearing it, that you can get a hour for 20 hours. And somebody will get it too. Supposing you are living among the masses and you can afford to pay for 24 hours, and that is what they are supposed to provide. Besides, this power supply, power distribution company belongs to Nigerians.
Ondo State residents have suffered greatly from the lack of power supply in the last 10 days without reasonable explanation for relevant organization. Activist and one of the leaders of the Obedience Movement, Aisha Yasufu, has admitted that the Labour Party and the Obedience Movement neither checked nor knew many of those who were elected in the National Assembly on the platform of the Labour Party and the Obedience Movement train. Yasufu, who gained national prominence during the Bring Back Our Girls campaign, singled out the senator representing the Federal Capital Territory in the Senate, Ireti King Ibe, as an example of such persons.
Do the needful and the right thing. There was a comment that was done, talking about the fact that the people who rode on the 2023 wave and got themselves elected into office, they have not, done the needful in terms of fighting for Nigeria, standing for Nigeria. It's time for another election. They will not come and start doing as if they were saints and they were not part of the problems happening. No, you are part of the problem. The moment every bill that is passed there, every decision done, every nomination, you are part and parcel of it, because you sat down and allowed whoever it is to be in place there to do it. Most of these people, like yesterday I was explaining to someone, to say that, look, indeed, yes, there were people who got into the National Assembly based on the wave and some state houses of assembly, but in real terms, we didn't choose them, in the sense that we didn't check them. We didn't curate them. We didn't check whether they had competence, character, capacity, whether they had character, whether they had integrity, empathy, they could work, they're patriotic, they had courage. These were people who found themselves on the ballot paper. And of course, a lot of people just said, okay, let's vote that. It was one person that they were voting for, like say, okay, we don't want him to be alone. Okay, vote for accordingly, vote for other this and that.
She made this assertion in a Twitter space discussion that has now gone viral. This news at 7 is coming to you from iPower 102.7 FM in Inioluwa. Still to come on the foreign scene, Trump disassociates self from video. And on sport, Tinubu orders sportsmen's payment.
Whether you tune in for breaking news, in-depth analysis, or community updates, Hyper 102.7 FM remains your most trusted source. Because when it comes to news, the truth matters. Hyper FM 102.7.
President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Emmerson Mnangagwa, has urged social media users in the country to use it to promote unity in the country. The president made the statement on Friday, addressed to his members of the party ZANU-PF.
I challenge us to use the media to promote unity of purpose around our shared national vision, and not as a tool for egos, as well as opportunistic in the self-seeking behavior. The identity, ideology, ethos, and the character of the party should never change. However, our strategies on growing the membership and winning the hearts and the minds of the people must be fluid, innovative, and forward-looking.
Still talking foreign matters, United States President Donald Trump has denied personally posting an AI-generated video of former President Barack Obama and his wife, where the couple were portrayed as apes. While speaking to newsmen, Trump blamed it on an unnamed staff of the White House while admitting that the video is offensive.
No, I looked at it, I saw it, and I just looked at the first part. It was about voter fraud in someplace, Georgia. There was a lot of voter fraud, 2020 voter fraud. And I didn't see the whole thing. I guess during the end of it, there was some kind of a that people don't like. I wouldn't like it either, but I didn't see it. I looked at the first part, and it was really about voter fraud and the machines, how crooked it is, how disgusting it is. Then I gave it to the people. Generally, they look at the whole thing, but I guess somebody didn't, and they posted, and we took it down, and we did it. But that was a voter fraud that nobody talks about. They don't like to talk about that post. We took it down as soon as we found out about it.
The video has been heavily criticized across the globe before it was deleted. And now to the sporting matches. President Bola Tinubu has ordered that all funds allocated to sports must be released immediately to enable all Nigerian contingent to have a proper preparation and logistics before all tournaments slated for this year as soon as the 2026 budget comes into effect. This is contained in a statement issued on Friday by the presidency. However, the 2026 budget is scheduled to be given final consideration by the Senate on 17th of March 2026. To end the iPower 102.7 FM news at 7, let's take another look at the main points. We told you in the course of the bulletin that the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board JAMB has said no candidate should pay more than the amount paid at the point of purchase of registration PIN. We also informed you in the course of the bulletin that a video of the senator representing Borno South Senatorial District, Ali Ndume, has ignited discussions over the erratic power supply across many states of the Federation in the last 2 weeks. On the foreign scene, we informed you that President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Emmerson Mnangagwa, has urged social media users in the country to use it to promote unity in the country. And finally, in the sporting arena, we informed you that President Bola Tinubu has ordered that all funds allocated to sports must be released immediately to enable all Nigerian contingent to have a proper preparation and logistics before tournaments slated for this year as soon as the 2026 budget comes into effect. And that was the iPower 102.7 FM News at 7, as edited by Alaba Adeyemi. My name is Inioluwa Adekoya. Many thanks for listening and a beautiful evening to you.